Despite what people say, the research I've done seems to indicate that although there is an Online Safety Act, there is no actual penalty for spreading misinformation. However, that hasn't stopped people from being prosecuted by various judicial authorities for spreading false information using the idea that they're causing harm. A woman has been arrested over false information posted on social media. I suppose that's that lady from Chester. Separately, a man has been arrested on suspicion of encouraging or assisting criminality via online posts. In other words, the government decides whether they're going to prosecute you or not, depending on what corner of the legislation they can pull in to threaten you with. However, some people seem to be immune from that. We have the case here of the boss of Hope Not Hate, which calls itself an anti-racism organisation of some sort, as he posted a false report of an acid attack on a Muslim woman. Later on, he apologised. So that's all right then. His name is Nick Lowles, and my name is Granniopteryx. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. Apparently some people are dissatisfied with the Online Safety Act. And it appears, I've done a bit of research into it, that it is still not actually illegal to publish misleading information. However, according to this legal study, notwithstanding the weaknesses of the Online Safety Act, a woman has been arrested over false information posted on social media, and separately a man has been arrested on suspicion of encouraging or assisting criminality via online posts. It seems that there is no way of actually prosecuting somebody for publishing falsehoods, whether consciously made or not. And the way the government is getting around this is by pulling other bits of legislation in and pretending it's part of this Online Safety Act. So, for instance, the Crown Prosecution Service has published this little piece in Twitter. I'll just start it here. I'll read it out. You can be prosecuted for posting material online, and notice the use of the word you can be, not you will be. You can be prosecuted for posting material online which incites violence or hatred. You can also be prosecuted for sharing this material. Your online actions can have consequences. Think before you post. Okay? So obviously it's something that the CPS wants to frighten people with, but they have to go, sort of like scratching their right ear with their left hand type of way of getting this legislation through. However, people have been arrested and imprisoned for that. So we might ask why somebody like Nick Lowles, who tweeted, are you supposed to still use tweet, who X'd an entirely fictitious report of an assault on a Muslim woman, is not being got at in any way by the legal services. But after all, he has apologised. So that's all right then. It seems, I don't know, this is a chicken or egg situation. I don't know whether Taj Ali posted this before or after Nick Lowles' story. But this is what he said, and he's not being got at either. Unfortunately, it looks as though an acid attack has indeed taken place against a Muslim woman in Middlesbrough this evening, and has indeed taken place. Probably means that there's been some discussion of it before this tweet here. X. The voice note was sent by the son of one of the mosque committee members. So it means other people are posting this story as well. They are focused on the victim. So there's a whole backstory going on here, making sure she's okay. And this is the WhatsApp. There's been an acid attack near Yellow Rose Pub. Men are throwing it out of their car windows at women. So it's not just one woman now, it's several of them. Oh, a warning, warning, Muslim sisters stay indoors, please, it says. Right. And then Taj Ali has it that the first incident took place around 4:30. Locals are trying to get further clarity. There have been 2 confirmed incidents, apparently. And the first incident, well, yeah, all right. So he's got a whole narrative here. We have liaised with a local sisters circle who say, and I assume they mean not blood relatives, although I'm not sure that makes a difference, who say the incident 100% did take place and the victim was reluctant to approach the police. Can you believe somebody who'd been attacked with acid not approaching the police, or at least not going to the hospital? Anyway, Nick Lowell says he'll hold his hands up if the post was wrong. Yeah, so as I said, that's all right then. Now, let's get back to this. The Muslim Association of Britain took this up. Far-right riots, mosques having bricks thrown at them, thugs on the streets, and now an acid attack on a Muslim woman. It truly is a horrible time to be a Muslim in Great Britain. The fear and terror is palatable. That's rather interesting. I think what he's trying to say is palpable. That is, it can be touched. Palatable means rather tasty. And I have a suspicion that in his mind it is palatable, because it's rather nice to frame yourself as a member of a persecuted minority. Here we have an example of this persecuted minority. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, this is the persecuted minority in Birmingham. Right, there's a Sky News report here, and you see that persecuted minority out there, quite a few of them, in a crowd. And I'm sure you've seen other videos of this persecuted minority mobbing its way through town shouting, Allahu Akbar. You must have seen that, so I don't need to play that to you anymore. There's just this.
Community leaders have been speaking to the police as well, because... Free Palestine, I think.
And he makes a gun shooting gesture. Meanwhile, one of his persecuted comrades was slashing the tyres of the Sky News team. So this persecuted minority finds, let's get back to this. Oh, here we are. The fear and terror is palatable. Palpable, perhaps, but palatable, maybe. Now, I don't understand this from another point of view. I mean, we all know that the Muslim religion imbues everybody with the greatest amount of bravery and nobility, don't we? We know that. And of course, Islam has it that if you die the right sort of death, then you're going to go to heaven for eternity. Straight away, you do not pass go, you do not collect £200, you just get your eternal reward. Oh, the dog has made its way in here. Hello? Are you a happy doggy? Excuse me, I'm talking to these nice people here. You'll have to wait a bit. Okay. So, I don't understand why they are so fearful here. I mean, you'd think they'd be just standing up and being brave, wouldn't you? I'm quite astonished. And there have been a couple of videos showing groups of these poor, frightened, persecuted people going through town, shouting Allahu Akbar and waving knives and sticks and other stuff in the air. So, you know, they feel they need to arm themselves in some way, at least some of them do. One wonders why they are so fearful. Right, so that's it. It's just a question I'm asking. It's sort of like a side issue here. And Richard Tice makes a comment about this. Have police arrested Nick Lowles of Hate Not Hope? Oh gosh, he's made a slight mistake there, hasn't he? For inciting tensions by misinformation with his tweet about acid and women. Yeah. And have the police arrested him? Or indeed, have they arrested Taj Ali or any of his sisters who have confirmed the story and actually confirmed the fact that it's not just one woman, but several? Have they been dealt with by the police? Well, I'm sure you'll be astonished to hear that the police don't seem to be that interested. But then, of course, they may be gathering information. My question, well, two questions actually. Have the police done anything in common with Richard Tice? I'm asking that. And the other question is, why are the brave Muslim people who are so sure of their religion and, as many have said, they prefer death to life, why are they so afraid? I mean, well, what's the thing here? There's a disconnect somewhere along the line, which I have to confess, for all my university qualifications, I can't work that one out. All right, well, perhaps some of you can in the comments below. Till next time. You can help my channel by clicking like, by subscribing, by clicking the notification bell, and by sharing if you're so inclined. Links to my other channels are in the description, also links to donation sites, but really the best way you can help me is simply by clicking like. Thank you.